Scared little rabbits. Run, rabbit, run.
Run,
Run, rabbit. Run, rabbit. Run, rabbit. Run, rabbit, run.
Run, rabbit, run, rabbit, run, 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 rabbit, run, rabbit, run, run, run.
In these veins, Nordic blood runs. In my heart, Nordic blood runs. The blood of the Viking people. Today, I ask for your support, your help. Today is the first day of the first Star Citizen War. My friends, we need to fight back in a way in which there is no uncertain terms understood, that the end of this infection, this disease, this vermin is eradicated from our community, from our game, from everything that we hold dear in Star Citizen. I call upon you to enter with me into the gates of Valhalla, to fight to the very end, to win the unwinnable war. I need you to join me in that fight. Together, we will have victory. We will achieve our goals. We will be victorious in the end. Please continue to watch. We have a lot to talk about today in today's video. Thank you.
Steady course to the haven. Human foemen, human foemen. No matter how far, couldn't be much more from the heart. Forever trusting who we are, and nothing else matters. Never opened myself this way. Life is ours, we live it our way. All these words I don't just say, ooh, and nothing else matters. Trust I seek and I find in you. Every day for us something new. Open mind for a different view. Oh, oh, and nothing else matters. Oh, never cared for what they do. Never cared for what they know. But I know. From the heart, forever trusting who we are, and nothing else matters. much more from the heart, forever trusting who we are, and nothing else matters.
Today is the day people power can actually make a change. We can change the tide of this war. A war that we did not ask for, a war that we did not invite into our homes and into our computer screens. This is an invading species, a subspecies of feral vermin that we need to eradicate. We need to take control back, and we need to fight for what is right, to have everything you just saw happen for you, for me, for everybody that matters. Now this can start with a raw and absolute clear messaging put straight through to the faces of our enemies. Their removal, their permanent removal, their banning for life from ever having another opportunity to come into this development and into future once we go retail live. We need to make a strong, clear message made and heard, and to stand against what has happened to this game, this development, this miracle that we are all part of, for better or for worse. We need to put down our prejudices, our personal opinions, and band together those of you that are the illegitimate remaining community we have, the legitimate players that haven't logged on for years or months. We need all of you to participate now. Everything else in this industry is falling apart. Everything in this world is falling apart. We are racing towards AGI, and then soon after, from what I've just watched, ASI, almost overnight. Words said by an industry professional.
Let me tell you the biggest story of the day, and I think it is the biggest story possibly of all mankind as of today. It's going to change rapidly. So the XAI team was there to unveil Grok 4. This is the latest artificial intelligence system. And let me be very, very clear. Last night was not your typical tech launch. This is a moment that demands everyone's full attention. We are now at the crossroads where promise and peril are going to collide, okay? I have explained to you for years AI, AGI, and ASI. Narrow intelligence is what we've always had. General intelligence is the next step, and that is it's better than man. One, like Grok, can do everything that you can do, better than you can do, okay? And then there's super intelligence, ASI, artificial super intelligence. That's when things get really, really creepy. When you hit AGI, the road to ASI could be overnight, okay? We need to understand what's at stake here, because Grok 4 brought us closer to that second stage than ever before. Grok 4 is a powerhouse. They demonstrated it last night. It surpasses the expertise of PhD-level scholars in all fields. It can get 100% on any test for any field, mathematics, physics, engineering, you name it. This is not a search engine. This is a system that tackles problems so intricate. And then people started going 2040, and then 2030. Grok shows us 2026 or 2027 is when we're going to hit it. This is the last year that we have before things get really weird, okay? It's somewhat unnerving to have created intelligence that's greater than our own. He then goes on to call it terrifying twice. Now, this is a man who's launched rockets, into orbit, going to Mars, and he says twice, after he sees the results of it, he says, it's really, in a way, quite terrifying to see what it's doing. But we just have to make sure that it remains good. Oh, okay, all right, sure. Now, the key point in the announcement was the mention of ARC AGI. I had never heard of ARC AGI. I had no idea what it was, but I noticed AGI, and I'm like, uh-oh, that sounds important. So this is the gold standard, the benchmark testing for artificial general intelligence. By mid next year to the latest end of next year, it will be able to create a full-length movie just from a text prompt and do it all at once. So in other words, it'll say, create a movie, and you just explain The Godfather. It will do the casting. It will do the writing. It will do the filming, if you will. It will score the music, and it will happen that fast, almost in real time. We are nowhere near the computational power now to do that separately, but this will do it all at once. It will make a movie with all of it simultaneously. So the ARC AGI system is the benchmark on how close are we to AGI. Remember, scary things happen at AGI. Terrifying things happen at ASI. ASI could be a matter of hours or days. It's a system that can adapt, innovate at a level that outpaces specialized AIs by a wide margin. This is a milestone. This is not a destination, but it's something that should jolt everybody awake. So here's what's coming in the next 6 months. By December 2025, that's this Christmas, that Grok 4 will drive through breakthroughs in material sciences. So in other words, imagine a brand new alloy that is lighter than aluminum, stronger than steel, and it revolutionizes aerospace and everything else. Or a drug that halts Alzheimer's progression tailored to a patient's DNA. Grok will drive breakthroughs through material science, so brand new materials that nobody's ever thought of. Pharmaceuticals that we never thought could be made. And chemical engineering, putting together chemicals that no man has ever thought. That's going to happen by December. Imagine a chemical compound that makes carbon capture economically viable. The climate change stuff, that's over. It will be over because this will solve that. These are not fantasies. This is Grok 4. He believes within the next year, by 2027, Grok 4 will uncover new physical laws. So that will rewrite the our understanding of the entire universe. That there will come new, like there's gravity. Hey, you know what? There's another law here that you never thought of. Wait, what? That, he says, will come by 2027. This is going to accelerate human discovery at an unprecedented scale. I told you at some point, I said by 2030, it might be a little earlier than that. Things are going to be happening at such a fast rate, you're not going to be able to keep up with them. And it will accelerate to the point to where you won't even understand. In 6 months, Grok 4 could evolve into a system that dwarfs human expertise in economics, defense, all of it.
Guys, we need to either take the reins on this starting today, or we just don't and we let it all go. You need to help me and the rest of us achieve the unwinnable, the unbeatable. This disease has taken over every other part of the gaming industry. We are the last stand. We are the last foremen of Star Citizen's defense, of Star Citizen's future. Will you band with me en masse and fight? Will you band with me and make corrections across the board where need be? Have justice, morality, ethics, and principles reign supreme? Or will you just walk away? Like in my last video, you see someone broken down. Do you stop and help? Or do you just fly on by? This is up to you now. I can only do so much as one person, as the spearhead of this, but I need your support and your camaraderie to have this happen, to achieve the unachievable. This is a war, not of words anymore, but now required of action. So the way we begin this is with the player lookup link, which is in the description below. You just swap out the end / for the player's name in question. You search them up, you bring up their dossier, you see what other organisations they're attached to, and you make clear and concise decisions based on your experience with them in your org or other orgs, their behaviour in-game, and then you send that through to the repository file upload as a screenshot. You give a quick explanation below that screenshot, maybe put it into a Word document, drop the picture in, and write a quick description of what, how, when, and why. Then we can send in mass reports in one single hit. I will spearhead this, I will deal with CIG, and I will hold them to account. Every email that they try to push back in will be shared on this channel for you to see with your own eyes. And then you'll see also their lack of action, their inaction, that needs to be changed as well. The petition continues to need numbers. None of the information in that petition is for my personal consumption. It is directly for CIG's face, their eyes, their ears. They need to see, hear, and understand extremely crystal clear that we need player names back and we need accountability finally. And that with 1 million signatures, I know it's a lot, but with 1 million signatures, then it becomes a legally binding agreement. If they fail to respond correctly, they fail to action what we are asking, then we can go to that international solicitor at this stage to then enforce that to happen with a letter of recommendation, be sent to CIG warning them and outlining their legal corporate responsibilities to their player base, their constituents, their stakeholders, mass majority stakeholders in this development. You either help or you don't at this stage. Whatever actions you take moving forward, this moment on, to either help or not help the Star Citizen development survive against a rot which will shut it down. There is no questions if, maybe, it's okay, I can't be bothered. Either be bothered or don't. Care or don't. If you do care and you want to set a precedent in this industry against this normalization of cheating, psychosis, subhuman behavior, and these toxic, hateful people in the global chat even. I was just on the issue council yesterday. People calling people racial slurs now because they're not players, they're cheaters and they're psychos. Do you want to save Star Citizen or do you not? That's the question only you can answer, and the actions that you can take either way. If you do not want to continue to participate, that's fine. I'd love for you to keep at least in the loop news-wise. But those of you that understand the importance of this, have the emotional attachment, the psychological attachment, the financial attachment to this, I need your help. I need you to get into formation with me and lead this war. We can win this. We can be victorious. But your help is imperative for that to happen. There is no one else who is going to step in. There is no magic silver bullet to this. There is no way the developer is going to be able to do anything about this, let alone want to. The two pillars left for this exact reason. They were trying to implement zero trust networking. And they got pushed back. You know why they were trying to implement zero trust networking? Because NVIDIA GPU servers require it as a standard. And yes, dynamic server meshing will only work on NVIDIA GPU-based servers. It's that simple. Your file-based servers, your archival crap that we've got now, and the gaming servers at AWS, Amazon are crap. They are AAA crap servers. You wonder why all of the new games are running at 30 FPS and crashing and stalling and breaking and blue screening your PC, because the servers are shit. The only way forward for Star Citizen now, especially still being based on bloody CryEngine, is NVIDIA GPU server technology using zero trust networking technology in situ to allow for everything to work, to allow computers from the very, very basic ones all the way up to the top end ones like I have just recently built, to be able to get the most out of the experience as they can. VR players, once this EAC bypass is fixed and we get rid of EAC, and then we push for a second petition to have then CIG actually develop a moderation team, stuff your anti-cheats, right? Use them as a secondary fallback, but have an absolutely highly trained, highly skilled, highly qualified moderation team in-game every day in rotating shifts, catching people in real time and life banning them on the spot. Now, in the issue council, I've also found a guy that has been temporarily banned twice in the last week. I checked his dossier, I checked his account details. He only came in April. Funny that, isn't it? Oh, no moniker, nothing. It's just a cheater's account. And he is in the issue council bitching and whinging about getting temporarily banned. So he's using a VPN with his cheats, okay? That's what's exactly happening, to be honest with you, and straightforward, okay? No bullshit here. And they're catching him here and there. And they're kind of going, hey, right, we know you're a cheater. We're giving you, this one person, an opportunity to stop. So CIG are trying everything, I think, at this stage to win the cheaters over, to have them go, hey, well, it's just not worth cheating. I'm going to stop cheating and just play the game normally. But at the same time, inevitably, he will be permanently banned. That's a fact, right? That happens with all games. Right, COD's shadow banning system eventually perma-bans everyone in the end anyway for habitual cheating. This is a war that cannot be won with words. This is a war that will only be won with actions. You either participate and save Star Citizen at this stage, or it's over. 4.2.1 will make some changes, but nothing en masse. Nothing that's going to stop all of your gear being stolen now, by the way, issue council again, check it out for yourself, from your personal storage, let alone your body and everything else that's been going on now too. The rot is getting progressively worse. It is every couple of days now, there are new reports coming in about more extreme, heinous acts against real players, and people are losing more and more and more stuff. There was a guy who's a whale who had, I think it was 5 pages of armor, equipment, gear, across all the different tabs, disappear from his internal inventory after he got hacked. All he's got left is the basic stuff, right? And a couple of shitty guns he's picked up from maybe a bunker mission or something like that for bounty hunting. Check it out yourself on the issue council if you do not believe me. The facts are there. They're in your face. Proof, facts, and evidence. Again, the very future of this game, this development, this tech demo, whatever you want to call it, is in your hands now. As I said, I will spearhead it. I will take all the crap from CIG. I will have the arguments and abuse the living shit out of them if need be, and put it on the internet every week moving forward with your help, showing that so many reports went in. Obviously, we will not show the player names. We will just show the number of reports that went in about bad actors and what CIG's response was the following week, continually until CIG are made extremely publicly accountable. And this is hopefully by you guys, all this information and this habitual bad actor behaviour by CIG themselves as well, shared right across the internet for everybody to see, that these guys are no different to any other AAA developer. This indie development is not really indie anymore. It's now become a very corporatized, money laundering, wasting business model where they don't literally give a shit. Accountability is so key. Only you can make that happen. Please, for all things good in the world, for everything that's going bad out there, let's just save a little bit of paradise. A little bit of happiness, a little bit of downtime for us. The petition's in the description below. The form uploads both video and file are in the description below. Please, help. Because if you don't, that's it. It's over. It's really going to be over now. Anyway, guys, look, I've said what I've said. The last video was extremely extensive and long. I do apologise about that, but there were things that had to be shared and communicated to you and to the hackers directly to their face. Now we have a chance to turn this around, make these rabbits extinct in our community, in our game, on our servers. You are the solution here. I only play a tiny, tiny part in this. I have brought awareness. I have brought the truth to the front. Now, it's up to all of us to finish what I've started. Guys, I'm CTT. I will catch you in the next episode, hopefully. If not, and none of this takes off, and none of these things happen, and the petition isn't shared broadly across the internet, and we're just getting signatures galore, you guys aren't taking the action. You're not uploading to the upload forms. There's nothing else left I can do. I've highlighted and proven beyond a shadow of a doubt of exactly what's going on. Now why the two pillars of the dynamic server meshing have left as well. You are the power. Take control or don't. It's up to you. Alright guys, peace out. Catch you in the next one.